Hey everyone, I thought I'd make a tutorial about how to make your own Source Filmmaker loadout because I recently created a Reddit thread to do other people's Source Filmmaker loadouts. And surprisingly I got about 170 plus requests. So I'm going to be taking a while to do each and every one of those because I stick by my word. But anyways, yeah, these are pretty simple to do, and not a lot of people actually know how to do them, which I'm not sure why, but not a lot of people do. Maybe it's kind of a daunting of a task, but it's really not that difficult. As you can see here, I made, I don't know how many, a bunch of loadouts for other people, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. So, the first thing you want to do is when you're in your Source Filmmaker game, it doesn't matter what map you're on, it's just wherever you decide to be. Just some basic stuff you want to do first is you want to right click on your scene, go to render settings, and then go to depth of field, and then number of samples, change that to either 512 or 1024 depending on what you want, and then disable motion blur because for posters you don't want motion blur. And the next thing you want to do is you want to create some good lighting, because multiple times I've forgotten how to do lighting, and as you can see here, I wasn't doing lighting at all here, and it looks bad compared to stuff like this, which I actually have lighting in. Like, this is just dark and it's just bad looking, because I mean I started to do lighting here but I forgot lighting here and other places, so always remember to do lighting. It looks better. It's number one. So then you just right click on your animation set editor, create animation set for new light, boom, one through, new light, boom, two. You don't need too many of these, maybe 4 max. Boom, 3, and that lights up the bottom, and you can go up. You don't want to go too low because then it makes the scene way too bright. And alright, I'm gonna take actually somebody's loadout from Reddit and do it right here before I've ever done it before, so you can see how it turns out. So don't tell me it sucks because it's not mine. So this person, his name is Optimal Whorehouse. How surprising. He wants a red scout, so create animation set for new model scout.mdl. And as you can see right here, it has a scout model, but it's the one for using voice commands with it. You don't want that one because you can't do face poses. For posters, you want the one without it, so it's normally at the bottom, and it just should say player / scout soldier pyro etc. .mdl. So now we have that. What does he want? The first thing he wants is a front runner. So if you don't know what that is, I know what that is, but I'm just going to show you guys. If you don't know what the exact hat is that you want, I use the Team Fortress 2 wiki. Extremely helpful. Go down here. Go down to the front runner. Where is it? Right here. I'm not sure exactly how it goes on. So, alright, you can see it has no hat and no default radio thing. So I'm going to go over here, go to Scout. Set body, let's say I think it's 3. Yep, now he has no hat or radio. Create animation set for new model. Now I'm going to type in scout /, and now what I do is I just look through for the hat I want. So we're looking for a front runner here. Oh, here it is. What style did he wanted it indifferent? So I'm not sure exactly what color that, or what one that is, because there's 2 different models here. Indifferent's the one without that in general. Alright, the uglier one, in my opinion. So, take that. Open up Scout, open up body, open up your hat, and open up that body, and then take the bip_head from your Scout model, drag it over the bip_head from your hat model, and just unclick, go to your timeline and switch it to the yellow middle one, and then highlight your entire Scout_headband or whatever model, depending on, I'll talk about that in a little bit, and then just drag it to 0, and then that'll 0 in your hat. And that'll 0 in your hat to make sure it fits properly on your Scout. And he also wanted color number 216 something something. So for painting, it's not as simple as you'd actually think, because they kind of screwed that up a bit. It's a bit confusing to make paints, but kindly, with the help of YouTube and some other searching, figured out how to do it. So you're going to right click your hat and then show an element viewer and then model. And then when you're there, right click the very top one, and it should just be the name of your hat. And then go to add attribute, element underscore array, and change that, and change the name of it to materials. Right click on materials, import element, and then select this hat proxy that I have, and I'll give you guys a link to it, and then put that in, open up the proxy material, and then you can do this two ways. You can either copy the stuff from the model name up here and place it in the material and erase the .mdl and see if that works. But in my case, see, the hat didn't actually change any color. So what I have to do is I have to right click, go back to the animation set editor, right click on the hat, and go into show game model in Explorer, and that's going to pop up with the model file. Right click and either edit with Notepad, Notepad++, some sort of text viewer. Then you can scroll all the way to the very back of this, and then you can see models, player, item, scout, scout headband. So you do that, and you don't want this style, so just erase that, and look at that, the headband turned black. So in order to paint it, here's a spreadsheet that I'll also link in the description for a color that you want, and this is color 216. So take this, copy, paste. Alright, so now he has a purple headband, or pink headband, whatever it is, and he also wanted a track terrorizer painted violet. So create animation set from the model, find the track terrorizer, alright, here is the track terrorizer, and open up the body and everything in there for both models, and then you basically just want to drag everything that matches from your scout model into your hat model, and make sure they lock with the proper area of the model. Otherwise, your thing isn't going to look correct, and you're going to have to probably delete it and make a new one. So yeah, do that. Upper arm, collar, upper arm. So we have all that locked. Go to the middle button, right click, zero it out, boom, track jacket, put on. And then what color did he want this? He wanted this violet, so again, same process. Right click, show an element view or model, right click, add attribute, element array, materials, name it materials always. Right click, import element, hat proxy, DMX. Take this, hopefully this will work the lazy way because I don't feel like doing it. There we go, it turned black, and you want a violet, so Noble Hatters Violet. Here it is, Control C. Over here, Control V, enter. Now he has a violet track jacket. Jeez, this is fucking ugly. Anyways, flip flops. So, create animation set for new model. Gotta find his flip flops. Here it is. Body and legs. Alright, you don't need his body. Legs, bip knee, bip foot, bip toe, bip hip, don't need that, bip knee, bip foot, and bip toe. Alright, again, just zero it out, make sure it looks correct. It doesn't look correct at all. I might have to, hold on, hopefully I can salvage this. Let's hope. No, I can't salvage this. Great, clipping a hole. Hey, I actually did fix it. Sweet. Never mind. Alright, this video is still workable. Okay, so if you have something clipping, and it doesn't have a style, if you right click your scout and then set body, it only goes up to 4 here. You can right click, show an element, view or model, and then you can see skin, or you can see skin and body. Just keep on going up until you find the one you want, and I happen to stumble upon it. So yeah, there it is. That's the scout. Oh yeah, sorry, I need the scattergun on it too. So let's search scattergun. And here it is. Other, scout 1, other, weapon bone. Weapon bone, come on. Alright, another tip is, if there's something that your scout model doesn't have that your weapon or your hat does have, leave that alone and only take the one and individually drag the ones that are actually locked in. So let's just say this had an extra one that was like weapon weenies, or whatever, doesn't even matter. But just click on each individual one, 0, and then each individual one, 0, and then there you go. That normally works for me. Doesn't, man, that sucks. So, now he looks like a piece of cardboard. He's flat, he has no motion. So what you want to do, right click on your scout, import sequence. This is basically using a predefined, how would you say it, pose or position or loop that your scout can use, or any model can use. So I'll just use a taunt for example. And that looks good right there. And then he's kind of grim, so I'm gonna have to change his eyes. No, not his eyes, his face. So if you open up Scout, then open up Face, you can see all of these facial animations. So go back into your second mode and then change your face to how you like it. Let's see. That looks good. Alright, so there you go. That's the scout, and now you want to move him to position as soon as you fix his eyes, because his eyes are really weird looking. So if you want to fix eyes, you open up the eyes and then the view target, and then you can basically take the view target. Actually, you need to fix the eyes after you put him in position. But anyways, yeah, that's how you do it. So I'm gonna put him in position now. And it's really helpful to use this sometimes to see how centered he is, because he looks pretty centered, except a little bit needs to go left. And it needs to be dropped onto the floor. Alright, now that we have flip-flops and everything, it's all good. Render settings, double check. Alright, looks all good, and now you can see his eyes, they just look bad. So, you take your view target again, now that you have actually posed him. You go to his eyes, and he looks cross-eyed, so you want to back him up, make him look normal. Excuse me. Alright, so now his eyes look normal, his face looks emotion filled. Everything is set up properly, and now you're ready for a render. So let's just get him in position. Try to find a good position that I can show off everything in. Alright, that looks good. You can see all the paint, you can see the flip-flops. The paint's actually kind of bright. See, hold on, let me see if deleting this light will make it better. Not really. How will I do this? The paint's actually pretty much invisible, honestly, so just put that back on. Alright. So, now that everything's done, file, export poster, save as PNG. That's what I prefer. You can save this whatever you want. And then I just name it the person's name plus their class. Optimal Whorehouse Scout. Alright, now you're ready for a render. So, I will pause the rendering process and we'll just skip to the very end because I know you don't want to sit through that. So, see you guys in a couple. Alright, I'm back and it's finishing up its final tile to render. And now, once this is done, this is perfectly usable for a desktop background or to give to your friends or whatever. Or if you're giving it to someone online, you might want to put your name on it and make sure people don't steal your work. You get proper credit for it. So, in order to do that, it's pretty simple, honestly. You go to your desktop, what's it called? Optimal Whorehouse. I just edit this with Paint because free program, simple, and just put my name on it. And Paint's freezing for some reason. Great. I love when this happens. Okay, size 20. Optimal or is that how you spell his name? I want to get it correct. Okay. And then just made by me. And my Steam idea in case anyone else wants it. I do these for free, for fun, and for practice. So, I don't like to be a dick about it, but I like to give myself credit. And just put it in the corner. And S. And close out, upload it to wherever you want. I'm just going to upload it to Imager. And there you go, that's basically all you do. Now it's on the internet, now other people can see it. So, I hope this is detailed enough. I tried to make it pretty detailed in case you didn't know what you're doing. And, oh yeah. In case you wanted to add an unusual effect, you right click, create animation set for new particle system, and set your start time to 0, emission duration, and particle system lifetime to some high number, and then browse for item effects. PCF in your source Filmmaker /game/df/particles folder. Open that up, and then you have a bunch of particles to choose from. And if you don't know the exact name of your unusual effect, then you can go to this site, which I will link in the description. It's a Valve site that gives you particles to use. You can just Control F, find your particle, find the name that's being used in source Filmmaker, open it up, put it in. So, for example, I'm just going to take some unusual effect, I don't know what it is, but super rare, circling Team Fortress logos. It hasn't showed up, what the heck. So what you want to do is you open up the body, take the bip head, put it on transform, and then take this and zero it out. Oh, what the heck? It still hasn't showed up. Okay, so what you want to do is scroll past 0, and then play it again. Look, the logo's there, it works great. So yeah, that's if you want to put unusual effects in. This one didn't have any, so I'm just going to delete this. And yeah, there you go. I hope this was informative enough. If you have questions, put them in the comments. I may or may not answer them. But hopefully other people can. So yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.